Hi guys, my name is John Jeffery and I'm coming to you again to do another demonstration of the Morphy Richards Breadmaker. I'm going to do this section like live real time, and then I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to record the rest when I produce. Basically today we're going to make a pizza, okay? And this is probably the easiest recipe out there, although some of it will require the use of the oven, which is a bit of a pain because you think with the bread maker it's supposed to speed things up a little bit quicker. It does, but there are other bits of activity required, which is great because some people like to be in the kitchen, want to make it quick and easy, but still want to get their hands in on it. Then that's good for you. Okay, so all we need first is we need flour, sugar, fast action yeast, salt, butter, and water. Okay, this is the tub for the bread maker. So you have to do it in order of the instructions, which I'm going to be following as we go along. Okay, so the first thing we need is a cup of water, which I will just pour in. And you have to do it in order, okay? And then we need a tablespoon of butter. So here it is, a tablespoon of butter, and it's kind of melted butter. Not quite melted, but melted-ish. It's better if it's like liquidy melted, but it doesn't make too much of a difference. Then you need to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, which I shall do. Okay, there we go. Now, 1 teaspoon of salt. So I don't measure it, I just got a rough idea of what a teaspoon equates to. There we go. Non-exact science as always. Now I need 2.5 cups of flour. Okay. Now you're supposed to use strong flour. I haven't got strong flour on this occasion, so I'm going to use plain flour. It does still work. It's just the dough comes out just a little bit more elastic when you use plain flour rather than strong flour. But there you go. We'll need that later on. So let's see. So I need 2.5 cups of this. And literally I'm just using a plastic cup. When it comes to cups, as I've said in other videos, it doesn't matter as long as the water cup is the same as the flour cup, it works out. I'm using one of those. Okay? It does come with its own cup, I'd have you say, but I like to use plastic cups, it's just easier for me. And now the most important ingredients of all, which is the yeast. It asks for 1 teaspoon. This comes in sachets. A sachet is about 5 teaspoons in total. So because I only need 1 teaspoon on this occasion, I'm actually going to measure it out onto the teaspoon itself, other than in other videos where I've just basically dumped a whole load of it in there. There we go. That's done. Right. Now, once that's done and you've put all those bits together, all you've got to do is put it in the machine. For me, it's program 8. On the menu button, program 8. Start. And then 1.5 hours later, it bleeps to say it's done. I'm going to carry on recording at that time. So it's been an hour and a half since we last had a conversation, although for you it will be momentary. And we're going to take out the dough. So this is what it looks like inside the container. I like to lay down a serious amount of flour on the surface before I start, because I know I'm going to need it. And there we go, straight on top of the flour. Come on, there we go. Look at that. There'll be a lot of excess in here you need to take out. You can leave it in there, it's only a small amount, but I like to save it every single bit of the dough as I can. Okay. for your interest more than anything else, this is the piece that goes inside that spins around and kneads up the dough and everything, so you don't need to do much work on this side. For me, it's just a matter of covering it with flour so that the dough itself does not stick to the rolling. Now, it's worth noting that this is too big for a pizza. If you want a deep pan pizza, this is perfect. But if you want a thin crust, split it in two, put one to one side, and then start rolling out. So you want to roll to the size of your pan. This tends to give, I'd say, like a 12-inch. No, not 12-inch. Not 12-inch. 12-inch. I can't remember anymore. Last time I can't find a pan. Well done now. That is about the size. Yeah, it's about 12 inches. So that's the size that you're going to get out of half of the dough. Okay. It's really nice because it's warmed up and it's. You don't have to do this. Do it for your benefit. Right. So here we go. Really easy. Doesn't require much effort really, because all the work's been done by the bread maker. Don't need a massive amount of sort of size. Okay, so that should be enough. It's plenty. Just slide it nicely onto your pan. You can use any pan you like. Sometimes I use a square pan, sometimes I use a circular pan, but flatten it out there, try and cover all the areas, like so. And then just going to get some basic sauce. So cover the whole pizza, like so. Or as much as you can. Anything that touches the side like that is going to end up burnt, so be careful. the great thing about putting mushrooms on is that when it cooks, when the pizza cooks, the cheese boils the mushrooms and makes them really soft. So you don't even have to pre-cook them. I just like an even spread. So that's pretty much covered. So I have decided to do a fried egg, well, a couple of fried eggs on my pizza. And to do this, I'm going to need a frying pan. Some oil. The eggs. Just going to bring this plate down to put the completed fried eggs on, so I've got them separated so I can place them onto the pizza. Sometimes you get a bit of shell in the egg. You need to separate that. You do not want a crunchy pizza. You do, however, want to cook the egg on both sides if you can, because you don't want a runny yolk. And just cook the egg, so not so it becomes brown on the outside, but just so it's cooked all the way through. There we go. So just as it's starting to brown, take it away. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect in the way it sits, as long as it cooks. Because when it's inside pizza, it's going to be covered in cheese, so it doesn't have to look exactly perfect in every way. Okay, the second one done. Gonna need a bit more oil. And that one this one I'm going to make look like an egg. The last two. If you find that the egg yolk, not the yolk but the white, is not cooking properly on the pan, just go like this with it, and it starts moving around, it'll start cooking that centre bit. It's quite good. Quite nifty trick. Okay. So on this, it's just looking like that. Go. The last one now. And I'm doing 4 because I'm planning to make 2 pizzas. So this is 1 pizza, 2 eggs for the first pizza, and then 2 eggs for the second pizza. So there we go. So that's me eggs. In fact, let me put this one here and I can do a couple more eggs on the next one anyway. Right, so now I've got that, let's put this to one side. Now we've just got the cheese. Now, you can use any cheese. I personally use cheddar. So basically, when I do the cheese, I just literally grate everything at the top, in the middle, big pile of cheese. And I put on big grates because, well, it's just easier really. If I was to do the small grates, it would have the same effect in the oven, just it's harder to grate. But not slices, definitely not slices. Has to be grated. Right, so, see, that's about 250 grams of cheese, roughly. Okay. So spread it around evenly. Make sure everywhere is covered. Make sure every mushroom is covered. Otherwise it won't cook properly. And with these eggs, it's going to taste a bit like omelette. Anyhow, So make sure the cheese gets right to the edges on all sides, otherwise it will just taste wrong. That's done. So that's how we want it to look. Now it's going to go into the oven, and I'll take it out later in a minute and I'll show you the results. Put it in the oven for about 20 minutes on gas mark 5 or 6. Yeah, so you can see, if I bring this up, it's nice, solid, it tastes amazing. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like my video, then please remember to give it a like. Remember to share it with your friends if you think someone's bought this or is thinking about buying this and wants to know about how to make the pizza. And also remember to subscribe to my channel for other great content. Also check out the other videos regarding the bread maker. I will put some links on this video somewhere for your benefit.